Hi, I am Dee Gardner with Gardner Counseling Services. Previously, I did a video about love addiction. I talked about the love addict being the chaser. I talked about the love addict willing to do just about anything or in this for the partner. I talked about the love addict may even reach a point of being involved with the legal system, doing things, sabotaging a relationship in order to not lose the person. They have a strong fear of a fear of abandonment. The love addict has this exceptional fear, this huge fear of being alone, and they will obsess, obsess, obsess. Today, I'm going to talk about avoidance, the avoider. The avoider, I would also refer to as the avoidant. The avoidant has a fear of closeness. So the love addict has a fear of being alone. And then you have this person that they tend to pair up with in a relationship that has a fear of being close. And the avoidant is aware. The avoidant is clearly aware. I don't want to be close to anybody. People get so close and then that's it. The avoidant has their back to the relationship, their back to the chaser. So if you visualize, you have the chaser and then you have the other person pointing in that way, in that direction, and you have the chaser running or clinging, and then you have that person pulling away. The avoidant will complain about the neediness of the chaser over and over and over again. The avoidant will be the one in the relationship that isn't really emotional and all over the place, at least at first. So here's the cycle. An avoidant might enter a relationship or remain in a relationship out of obligation. The avoidant feels obligated. It's not love. This is obligation. They may say they're in love because that's what they're supposed to say. But there's really the obligation piece, feeling guilty if they leave, feeling guilty if they don't do what the love addict is wanting to do, feeling guilty if the love addict is crying or fearful or angry, or even the love addict might be in a position where they are very needy financially, maybe financially, emotionally, physically, whatever it is. So the avoidant experiences guilt a lot. The dynamic is the avoidant enters the relationship. We'll say they're very seductive at the beginning, and they enter a relationship from obligation. The avoidant eventually gets upset about the neediness and clinginess of the love addict. The avoidant eventually gets very frustrated, maybe even resentful toward the love addict. So then they start pulling away. So the avoidant might do some things to avoid the pain. They might get involved in something else. It could be alcohol or drugs, or it could be work. It could be exercise. It could be gambling. It could be friends. It could be a hobby. It could be fun. Whatever it is, it's not the relationship. So the avoidant is maybe busy. I'm involved in other things. The avoidant is now creating intensity. Now, the love addict is flat out intense. The love addict, the intensity is on the forefront for the love addict. But the avoidant will do things. They might go outside of the relationship, and now it's creating a problem in the relationship. That is how the intensity of the avoidant is showing up. So they'll do things, create intensity, create problems, create dramas. Although they seem to be the one in the relationship that's more under control, more flat emotionally. They seem to be the one in the relationship that's more stable. They do things though, and they're what I call not showing up in the relationship. They will withdraw from a conversation. They will shut down. They will placate. The person might say something like, okay, whatever you say, whatever you do. The avoidant is trying to keep the peace. That is the most important thing. Keep the peace. Although they do things outside of the relationship that might cause a problem. So, and then because of guilt, they may leave the relationship and then they come back out of obligation, and then here we go, the cycle all over again. I'm going to list some characteristics of the avoidant. They may shove matters under the rug. They may hint as to what they want and they expect. So a lot of times they may feel like they're needless or wantless. I don't need anything. I don't want anything. Whatever you want. You know, that type of thing comes out sideways later. They may not share their feelings or their emotions. Matter of fact, they may avoid emotions at all costs. They'll say everything is okay. The avoidant may tell their partner, calm down, chill out. They avoid conflict. They do whatever it is they can to avoid conflict. The avoidant might avoid a serious conversation, or they may even avoid the truth. So they do things to avoid and not show up. The avoidant might choke down feelings. If two avoidants meet, somebody starts chasing because someone is a stronger avoidant. One of them is better at avoiding than the other one. So one starts pulling away and one starts chasing. And sometimes that person will say, I've never been like this. Why am I like this in this relationship? Why is this the only one? You have two chasers that meet. One of them starts pulling away and become more avoidant because one of them is going to outchase. So that is a love addict avoidance cycle, and the avoidant doesn't show up, avoids addressing issues, avoids intimacy, getting close to people, avoids becoming fully known, and they will attract the opposite into their life. A person that's full of drama, all over the place, clingy, needy, talk about feelings regularly, totally comfortable with feelings, and extreme severe feelings and obsession. So hopefully that was helpful, and I will be producing more videos about this particular dynamic as well as other relationship videos. Be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to leave comments on this video. And also subscribe if you're not a subscriber of my channel. I'll be producing topics related to relationships. I'll be producing topics related to narcissism and narcissistic abuse.